So we have 4 lions. Leo is our oldest. He is a tawny lion, which is the tan coloration. He is 16 years old. Then we have 2 white lions, Kovu and Zuri, and they are litter mates, so they're brother and sister. They're 4 years old. And Ziva is another tawny lion. She's 2, she'll be 3 in September.
2 females, Ziva and Zuri, they stay out all day long, but then Leo goes out in the morning and Kovu will go out in the afternoon. So the 2 males can never be together. Males, if they're not related, usually siblings, they'll fight pretty bad. So we don't want to ever have them next to each other, have them fighting for any reason. So we like to put Leo out in the morning, Kovu out in the afternoon, and it gives the females a chance to be with a different male because they kind of have their own personalities. Leo's out, Ziva's a little bit more dominant over Zuri, and kind of the vice versa. If Kovu's out, Zuri's a little dominant over Ziva. So it's cool to see that interaction with them.
So the training that we do starts off with just the trust building. We give them treats even before we bring out any training tools. We're just giving them treats, talking to them, having a presence that's positive.
So every morning we come out, we do different enrichment for our lions. One of them is putting out different smells for them. Lions really rely on their sense of smell. They'll leave scent markers for other lions to smell, and they kind of follow each other that way. We like to switch out their toys. So today we put out the blue bobbin. They really like to play with that. They'll roll it around. You can see they scratch it a lot and chew on it. Things like antlers from our elk or our fallow deer out in the safari field they really like. We'll put out pieces of tree logs or stumps and they'll scratch that to sharpen their nails. They'll chew on it. We'll clean up any poop that we see, clean down their windows if they have dirt on the windows. Normally in the summertime, our waterfall and our big pond is filled up for them. The guys were just working on it last week, so in the next week or so, that should be turned on as well.
So they do kind of just act like a house cat. They're playful, they're vocal, they will tell you when they don't want to do things.
Working with big cats is just like working with a house cat, but on a much bigger scale. Medications are almost exactly the same as your house cat, just way amped up for the size of the cat. One of our female lions on her last blood test showed that she has early stages of kidney disease. So to try to work with that, we're gonna give her supplements for that. So she gets twice a day some pills and some supplement powder. We'll bring out the target ball and we ask them to touch their nose to it, and then we reward them for that. And that's kind of like a building block, one of your base tools that you use, because they learn that just the target ball itself has a positive meaning behind it. So when you move on to more difficult tasks, like maybe I want you to lay down in a certain spot, I can offer that target ball and they know to go right to that spot because that's what the target means. And then you can build off of that. So that's what we start with. We try to do a lot of desensitization training. So like touching, especially where the vet might be doing an injection or checking a paw. Blood draws on lions come from their tail. That's the safest place to get blood from an awake lion. And like I said, we really want to try to do as much voluntary medical stuff as we can. So if we can avoid sedating them just for a blood draw or just for a hand injection, we want to try to do that. I'm hoping that just getting to see the sheer size of them and how awesome they are kind of will resonate in their mind, and they might go home, they might look up information about lions and find out that they are a very vulnerable species. I think people should come to Lake Tobias because I think when people make that connection with the animals, they're more intrigued and they want to learn more about the animals. They want to help protect them. And it may actually change somebody's opinion about a certain animal, something they may not have liked in the past. And once they learn about it, then they're just more intrigued and they understand it a little bit better.